Greetings, my friend. We are all interested in the future, for that is where you and I are going to spend the rest of our lives.
Welcome to the Sci-Fi review, this first ever. Today I will start with something really good. It is the Chinese science fiction story, The Free Body Problem by Cixin Liu, translated by Ken Liu. It was translated into English last year and has been very popular since. The Free Body Problem is a Chinese story. It is hard science fiction. It is based on really hard science like mathematics and string theory. It starts off in the Cultural Revolution in China. A woman sees her father killed. He is a famous physicist and she is a good physicist too. And she starts to work for the communists at a strange science facility where she will look into the stars and try to listen if there's something coming from the stars. Now the story is changing. We are now in the present time. We follow a scientist that works with nanotechnology, and he meets a group of scientists that has been reduced because they are being killed one by mysterious causes. And he realized that many of the scientists are playing a strange game that are set on another planet where the planet is surrounded by 3 suns. That makes the season on this planet very unpredictable. So what starts off in the Cultural Revolution and continues in the present time and in the game actually head off to a strange story about an alien invasion. So now to something completely different, a fantasy, The Goblin Emperor of Catherine Addison. The Goblin Emperor starts with that the boy Maya, he's 18 years old, he's waken up by a messenger. He is the son of the elven king, but he is half goblin. And since he's a half goblin, he is not that very liked by his father, the emperor. So he has been exiled. He is living with his servant far away from the court. But now the emperor and his 3 older brothers has been killed in an airship accident. Maya is now the first heir of the elven land, and he's going to be the emperor. He doesn't know anybody. He doesn't know who he can trust, who is his friends, who is his enemies. What is he going to do with the family of his father, who are all elven, and he is a half-goblin. This is the story about the first year of this boy, how he tries to survive in this very special court. This is a very nice and entertaining fantasy story. Maybe the names are very difficult to pronounce, but it is very interesting to follow all the intrigues and in this very different court. I really enjoyed this book. These 2 books are new books. They were both published last year. But now I think I will find an old favorite of mine. Yes. My friend Hergel had killed himself again. This was the 40th time he has crashed his bird plane on the C4 monument and had to have a new body made. This was the 2 first sentences in Drinking Sapphire Wine by Tanith Lee. Drinking Suffer Wine was published in the late 70s. These actually 2 books. The first one is called Don't Bite the Sun, and the other one called Drinking Suffer Wine. This is about a society far, far in the future, maybe not on the earth. Everybody has everything they need. Everything is taken care of by robots. But they have no purpose. The robots do everything. The protagonist commits a serious crime, and for that she's exiled into the desert. And suddenly people like to join her. They want to be away from the robots and build a life where things matters. And that makes it a threat to the robot society. This is a really nice book. I read it in the 80s, and I read it many times since. It's a very classical book, and especially the first sentences are really famous. And I think it still matters today, and I read it a few years back, and it's still as good as the first time I read it. That was all for today. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope that you will join me for the next episode.